What up, y'all? It's the Psychopathic One, giving you another fresh video game update. I just got these today, and I couldn't be happier with them. Surprisingly, they all came at a really low price. The total came out to be 9 something, but I got 2 comic books, so it came out to a total of $10. But anyways, these 3 games, in my eyes, 2 out of the 3, by the way, I think are classics in their own way. The first one, MDK. Many PC gamers out there might remember this game from the 90s. You played as a wacky character who essentially is just a whacked out hero. It's made by the same creators who made Wild 9 and Earthworm Jim, which were 2 really good humorous games. Liked them a lot. And a lot of people, I know gamers know this if they're into horror action type of stuff. The Thing, and by the way, this is based off of the same movie, The Thing, by John Carpenter. There's even a quote right on the back from John Carpenter himself. I like the disc thing too, like the back of it, it's blue. And they all come with the instruction booklet, by the way, like all the games I got. So, I really love The Thing. I just got done playing a little bit of it not too long ago. I previously had it at one point, but it got stolen. So, yeah, half my games do get stolen. This one is for the extreme sports fans. Some might like it, some might hate it. I liked it, not as good as the second one in the series though, but I give it credit. It comes in at second best in the series. The Pro Skater series, that is. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. And if you're wondering why I got the Xbox version, the most simple answer, custom soundtracks, because I've always wanted to hear uncensored music in a Tony Hawk game, and I've got a lot of uncensored music on my Xbox. And so let's get into each of the thoughts I think of each, and hopefully when I'm done, because I want to finish each game separately and then give a full review, but I'll give my thoughts. My thoughts for Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 are pretty simple. It's a really straightforward game, which I like. But if you're not going to cheat on the game, I suggest just going out and getting the PS2 version. Because the controls are so incredibly, I guess the term would be tight. The control scheme is the same as the PS2 scheme. Circle to grab, triangle to grind. Well, for the Xbox, it's Y to grind, B to grab, X to do the flip tricks and everything, and of course A would be to ollie, aka jump. And the soundtrack to this is really kick-ass too. Like, yeah, I love listening to my own music, but Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 has a kick-ass soundtrack. I liked it. And if you're wondering, but I bet many of you aren't, my favorite Tony Hawk game out of the Pro Skater series is number 2. But for the spin-offs, my favorite one is Tony Hawk's Underground 2, and then Tony Hawk's American Wasteland comes in as my second favorite. I played Proving Ground a couple times. I actually used to own it at one point. I thought it was way too easy. Like, I rented it just a couple weeks back now. And I found it to be fairly easy. Like, I beat it within about 3 or 4 days on my first playthrough. And I'm sometimes I like to just get all nerdy with it and just go all out and try to complete the game 100%. I completed the game 98%, which you only have to complete it 78% to actually get an ending. As much of an ending as Tony Hawk can get, because mostly go into it for the fun of it. And what I think about MDK, first let me tell you what the MDK stands for those who don't know what it means. It stands for Murder, Death, Kill. So I thought that was really cool. And I have never seen the case before in my life. Back when I first played this game, at least. Like, the first time I saw this cover and everything was like maybe a year or so ago. I was like looking at the label, try to put the label in there, and I was like, oh my god, is this the game I'm thinking of? Like, I remember playing it, but I constantly died, so me being a kid, I thought, it's just one level. But now that I play it, this doesn't go by levels too much. It goes by stages, which there's no real big difference, but yeah, it does go by levels as well, but each level has like certain arenas, as they call them. There's the disc. Love that disc. And what I thought when I immediately saw the cover, though, don't you think that looks like a little bit like a famous monster from, I'm gonna put it out there, Silent Hill 2? Ring any bells? Pyramid Head? Great villain. Can't have Silent Hill 2 without that villain. And all these games were really cheap, like I said. This one I got for $3 right there. Hopefully you can see it clearly. The thing stays very, 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 very true to the movie. Sorry I said so many varies, though. Best way to describe it, though. The game is pretty much a true blue video game sequel. And if you're wondering out there, you younger gamers out there, this is not based off of the new Thing remake that came out like a couple, I don't know, months ago. This one is based off of the John Carpenter one. Let me rephrase that, John Carpenter. Which that was a remake too, so anybody who didn't know that one, now you know. And from what I know of the 1950s one, you really didn't get to see much of the Thing all that much. It was more about, like, oh my god, which one of us is the Thing? What's going to happen? I don't know. That plays a key role in this as well. You get... This one is probably the most realistic game I've ever played. You'll see what I mean when you play it, but the best way to put it, your characters go by a fear meter, a trust meter, and a toughness meter, because if they get suspicious of you at all, they'll start to lose your trust and everything. They'll start to think, Is he the thing? And so if you get to the point where they do not trust you anymore, they're gonna blow your fucking brains out. Simple as that. But the gore in this, jeez, great special effects for a video game, or great graphical effects, I should say. Lots of blood, lots of gore, and couldn't have it any other way. And MDK, before I forget, it's kind of like Doom. I heard somebody say that, and looking back now, yeah, it is kind of like Doom. There's not really a core storyline right there, other than you saving the Earth. And before I forget, with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, for those of you out there who really love heavy metal, and they're into Iron Maiden, the poster Zombie is in this game too. Eddie the hard rocking zombie. You have to either beat the game, or if you want to do it the easy way, cheat. The cheat is really easy. It's a lyric from TNT by AC/DC. You just gotta figure out what lyric though, and it involves spaces. But I will not put the cheat on there out of sake for the fact that I want some people to enjoy the game who have never played the game before. And plus, my description's going to be really short and to the point. Anyways, this is Psychopathic One saying peace out. Hopefully y'all liked my video, and peace.